Welcome everybody back to the Valorant Purple Rain series. I'm Samantha Jones here casting today, and this is my caster partner Mackenzie.
Hello, I'm super excited to be back for Purple Rain Week 2, presented by Rockstar Energy. Last week was super hype, and we're going to be seeing UCSD Navy again this week play against Carleton, so I'm super excited.
Yeah, me too. We have some fan favorites for UCSD today, because it was pretty hype in the chat. But
Yeah,
we're
gonna
hopefully...
get
Yeah, well, no kidding. So we'll see how it goes, because last time I checked the standings, it's pretty neck and neck between these two schools, so it's going to be very, very hectic today.
Speaking of the standings, let's take a look at Week 1 standings. There have been some games played this week, but this is just the ones last week. So UCSD Navy is 2-0 right now, as is EAUCD White, ASU Snaily Clan, and Carleton's 1-0.
They had a bye week that second game.
Okay. UW Husky Phantoms is 1-1. Our GC11er team.
Bye week, first week.
And then we got UNCG's 0-2, UCSB. Well.
Yep. Well, having, for those that are watching and they're like, oh, what happened to the standings? What's going on? We totally had some games happen before Thursday, right? We did. So, the whole purpose of the standings is because of the whole recap of Week 1 and all the scores, so, for those asking questions.
Updated. But yeah, UCSD Navy 2-0, and then Carleton had a bye week, so, but they won their first match.
Yeah, they did.
So we might be seeing some top teams.
Yeah, we'll be very, very excited because some of those matches were crazy from the results that I've been looking through on Battlefy, because that's where we have our tournament. So it's gonna be very interesting. Yeah. Let's go over matchup for player lineups.
All right, so we got UCSD Navy and Carleton, as we said. Both teams are running double initiative night, which we were actually talking about before. I don't see often in conference, so it freaks me out. I'm like, what is happening? But
yeah, usually you see double duelist, but And then the occasional time you see double initiator, but if anything, you could play initiator like a duelist.
Yeah,
I do
that's
that
what
all the time.
that's
So.
what I figured. But I forget who UCSD Navy plays. Their agents. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Do we know what map they're on first?
I don't
I don't
think we
know.
do. We'll find that out closer to
Yeah.
when we have the teams line up for
Yeah.
starting the match.
Yeah, but I don't really know anything about both of these except for what we saw last week. So.
Oh, looks like we got that in. So first, yes,
I love Fracture, bro. As a Neon and sometimes Rays main, Fracture's really.
I'm excited because I just recently picked up a new lineup for KO on Fracture on defense, so I'm excited to see if that pops in sooner or later. Because you could be sitting on B site, just chuck that thing over to A. You have no idea.
Dang.
It's so great. I love that.
Well, I
so
wonder
good.
we might see KO because there's 4 initiators.
Yeah, I know.
Night, so
like,
I don't know.
We better see KO because KO is so good.
Yeah, KO's awesome. I do.
He's
love
annoying,
KO.
but
I'm really bad at playing flashes. I don't play KO very often, but KO's pretty fun.
There is one flash that I saw, and I'm really hoping I see at least once on the defending team, where you pop it out that the top. Do you know like the top roof on Fracture on one of the sites?
When you're A link.
When you're in defender spawn, there's a hole right above your head. When you like peek out onto site, you can just toss up a flash. It's so great.
That's awesome.
Flash his entire site, unless they're hiding behind a wall. Then it's kind of like unfortunate. But unfortunate. But if after game 1, depending on who wins, our second map's gonna be Icebox. UCSD is gonna be attacking on Icebox, so that's gonna be interesting. I personally don't like Icebox.
That skill issue.
Hate to break it to you.
Listen, anybody that doesn't like Icebox.
Well, I always play like by myself, so
it's like, well, no, because anybody that says they don't like Icebox is they never have actual criticism. It's just like, I don't know, I do bad on Icebox. I love Icebox.
Fair.
To be honest, I've seen one genuine criticism on
the
Icebox,
only people I
except
play.
I lose.
I lose on
I
Icebox.
don't like it. I do bad.
Well, the only people I play on Icebox are Sage and Viper, so kind of have to like fill in for that Viper role. So I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing.
KJ, I've seen some people say that like KJ sucks, but she's alright.
Sentinels on Icebox are hard. It's 'cause there's so many places you can attack site from.
Yeah.
You can go up kitchen. You can go up
but listen,
mid.
You
can literally just flank the whole team and screw them over.
You can cover an entire site with KJ like you can on any other map. Like you can cover all those entries.
Well, you can always deny plant, but if they're expecting it, they'll just shoot it out.
Yeah.
That's the only bad thing. Yeah. So really, the only good Sentinel is Sage on Xbox.
The only good Sentinel.
Well, not good, but decent, I'd say.
This just in, Sage is the only good Sentinel ever, period, on any map.
Oh, man.
Including Split.
I mean, unless you got them Grim Walls, though.
She does, bro. I'll be sitting next to people in the arena sometimes, and I'll look over, like, I'll just be looking around, and I'm like, what in the Grim is happening on the screen next to me? I'm like, what is going on? They'll, like, wall and just look over, like, half of sight and just head tap people, and I'm like,
just like,
what
is
happening right now?
Or that one wall where you put it on the, like, landing that, like, juts out from kitchen.
Yeah.
You just Grimmel up there and just peek over and just shoot him, just like, what?
I see there's a lot of that are nuts. Those are great.
I see him on TikTok all the time, man. Like, I want to be that good, but I'm just, no. I don't want to be that guy.
No, I don't want to be annoying.
Unless I have to be. Actually. Unless they're like tryharding their butts off.
That's fair, actually.
Then I will. Then I'll be that guy.
That's right. Anyways, we're getting a little closer to this game, so we might want to give a little pressure and just the general, like, how this is going to go. So it's a best of 3 match, so we're going to play 2 or 3 games until
whichever.
Yeah, whichever. If somebody gets 2 in a row, they win. If it goes 1-1, we go to game 3.
It's been back to back to back 2-0. We've only had
Dang.
1-2 lately, and that was I believe GCU versus UW. And I'm just like, are we ever gonna have it like a 1-2, or they have to just go back and forth? But
Dang.
like, we've just been having knockout after knockout this
Yeah.
whole season. It's really great though.
It just makes it more.
It makes it also shorter.
Yes.
Pretty.
More
More
sleep.
sleep.
I get to go
Who's
to bed.
sleep? What's sleep? Who needs sleep? Only
Uh,
Val.
Nobody, no Valorant player off of.
Well, we live
Rockstar.
off of Rockstar. Yes, live off of Rockstar. I'll
Rockstar's
keep you
actually
awake
good.
in the morning.
That will.
Totally.
I have an exam tomorrow. I had an exam the day after last week's Purple Rain, so this is just really awesome.
You just having a roll over here, man. Alrighty.
Anyways, I hope.
To be fair, I don't mind it,
No.
but I
it'll be-
prefer it.
It'll be really hype, honestly. It's one.
It'd be really hype because I'm gonna have more things to talk about, more replays to play back
More
because we
Purple
have
Rain
replays
content.
now.
Yeah.
Well, let's
we do have
hopefully
free
let's just
plays.
hope that works today because
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are like, I want to like rewatch that Ace. Like, we don't have that. I'm
Scroll
sorry.
back. I don't know.
But just like
The arrow
rewind in the
button,
rewind in the stream. You'll be good. Catch up later.
True, yeah. Yeah, just run it back and then be like 5 minutes late to the stream.
I mean, to be honest, like with the delay, it's not that much.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Hopefully.
excited.
Yeah, totally. It's just great. All around good times.
Your day going?
Of course. So, we have a promo vid that if you didn't catch last stream, you'll be able to catch it this stream.
right now.
Right now. Cue it. Let's go. And we're back.
Those videos are awesome. Get me super excited.
Yeah, it's really great hype up of like replays of past clips. It's so good.
Just such talented players
Mhm.
all around. I mean, that's all we've been seeing is just.
Yeah, no kidding. You get to actually see the greatness that girls can pull off, and it's kind of amazing. Yeah. 'Cause
women.
amen.
That's just so great.
Amen, woman. Yeah, like a woman.
Oh,
A plus forever. A tier. S plus. Let's
really
go.
funny. Yeah, I really like how what Purple Rain is doing.
It is really cool, especially when girls have gotten the bad juju over
Yes.
esports
gosh.
and gaming altogether. So having a showcase this for everyone to see is really great and humbling. So yeah,
Humbling.
humbling.
It's super
Yes.
fun. Honestly, I wish that like I could be part of it. So low key. So bad. It's so bad.
I'm always afraid to talk, and then there's that
Yeah.
one girl that talks and has that brave soul. I'm just like,
Yes.
I know.
And then like three. It turns out like 3 people on your team are also girls.
I
And they were
know.
just waiting for one of them to talk.
So,
It's
yeah.
like, oh my gosh, are you girl?
Or like I have such a like a low pitched voice, so sometimes they like think I'm a guy too. But then
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, let's go. And then the high
Yeah.
pitch comes in, they're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, so many people will, like, I've been asked so many times, like, are you like 12 or are you a girl? And I'm
Oh,
like, okay,
no.
does it matter? Like, it
Does it matter?
doesn't matter, but
I
yeah.
can talk like a kid if you want.
Yeah, we are in agent selection.
Oh,
now.
perfect. Let's go.
And Fracture looks.
So we got KJ on UCSD for Fracture.
Oh,
That's
this
gonna be
is
interesting.
Identical team.
No. What is this?
It's gonna be awesome.
Literally.
Oh my gosh.
Holy cow.
Literally, just every single mirror.
Oh
like,
my
on
God.
one side.
Literally, you just hear that,
Somebody's
just like.
getting mirrored no matter what.
Oh
my gosh.
no.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, double initiator.
You're gonna hear that voice line. It's like, killed my double all the time.
Says, oh, it's KJ's again. It's like, they look like us.
But
Are
they
us? This fascinating.
it's fascinating. And whenever she kills her double, she's like, killed my double.
Oh no, KJ's.
Have you heard some of the like headshot voice lines of the characters?
I've heard some of. I don't think.
Some of them.
I watched like a TikTok drinking all.
Yeah. I watched that same one, and Breach is just ha. He just laughs. He's just like
It's
ha.
so funny. Oh no,
just,
we switched up. We got Harbor.
Oh.
Aid. Let's go.
No. Okay, they have one initiator.
Yeah, so they're going double control.
Interesting. Double smokes? Well, I guess Harbor isn't really.
Double smokes on Fracture.
Not. Well, like
That's not
if you
like
think
what I
about
would
it,
think of immediately.
if you think about it, one site is more lenient to have double smoke because if you're defending with two controllers, then you have all range of sight and you're just blocking off like range of sight for attackers to be able to see anything. It's like the whole point of controllers is like you can't see anything, no matter what, anytime, nothing. And the combo between Harbor and Brim too, with his orb as well as Brim's ult, being able to protect Spike Plant and then play for ult, as well as the slow of his wall.
Yeah.
So
Harbor's playstyle is interesting, and I don't know how I feel about it.
At least personally, I haven't really worked around like getting past his wall, like if it's worth it pushing through or not. Because I know it's just a slow; it's not gonna damage you like Viper's wall. But then again, you can move it around like Phoenix. So, looks like the attackers are pushing out today for on B side. At least a little bit to see if they're there.
I remember seeing, because I believe that when we, last week, UCSD Navy was playing, I believe that they played on Fracture as well. And Fracture's very, like, it has a lot of notoriety for being, like, just rotate after rotate after rotate.
I know. Oh my gosh, the coordination
so
between the two teams rotating at the same time was so funny.
So yeah, I bet we're gonna see a little bit of that today.
Oh, the double headshot in arcade. Okay, 1v4. They know the last one's in heaven.
You told them to get this point.
I know. In tower. Well, and they got it.
Good first round.
One first round for Carleton. Let's go.
Yeah. She's got the 9 lives climb.
Oh, nice.
I have the raised one.
I have the Prime Classic. So I saw that double headshot. I was like, that looks familiar.
Prime Classic is like Prime and Glitch Pop and Spectrum are just like I'm never missing a shot ever.
I know. I know. I had a friend of mine who was playing for the GCU intramurals, but I don't want to talk too much about that. But he didn't have a classic skin, so whenever I dropped mine, he just quickly pick it up. He's like, mine. I'm like, do you want it? He's like, yes.
It looks like
so they're kind of clipping up towards A. Raze is gonna try and make some contact on B, see if there's gonna draw some attention, but they're kind of waiting for someone to peek. Fade Eye doesn't catch anybody with it. Oh, flash. Double. 3 on Z. Pulling it off.
Off the bat. They're kind of leading around to say off the bat, but as
so
soon
it
as
looks
they
like
peek out,
one enemy remaining.
Oh, it looks like KJ got died off of drop. And dish. Raze is trying to hold on for her life, but doesn't make it. Doesn't have the.
UCSD just isn't pushing very hard.
No, they're kind of playing default. They're trying to see what contact they can make.
Yeah.
But it's not really working out.
Yeah. So I wonder if we're gonna see some stronger pushes after 2 rounds of it not working very well. I wonder. Yeah, that breach util.
Man, the Carleton still has full Spectre, and we have full rifles on UCSD, so we'll see how this works out. Cause
we forced.
Yeah, they were playing for for credits that round.
There's a good save if they. Looks like.
Katie is holding out on her own.
Looks like we might
Peeking,
see some contact to the tower.
Peeking arcade. Trying to make some noise. Trying to bring them around. Oh, they knocked out her turret and flank. Gained some space, but didn't
Satchel
really.
over the molly's just clean. Looks like they've got one.
Oh.
Maybe. Ooh, yeah,
Okay.
jumping off of that was
Very risky.
unfortunate. Yeah. Looks like the last 3 players on Carleton are all pushing from the same spot. Ooh, good pick.
Spectre coming in clutch.
Spectre's awesome.
They turned a 5v4 to a 3v1.
So quickly.
Yep, they know the last one's arcade.
And now they got guns.
Or
UCSD,
tower,
full
sorry.
bot.
Trying to waste your time. Bait her out. Trap her in there. Knocked out the molly. Double peek. Head over head, just like, watch this with me.
Unfortunate,
Now they got 4 rifles.
yeah. And I don't think UCSD can buy it this round.
No,
I
they
think that
can't.
was
They have to.
really
They really have to
bad.
save now.
Yeah, that's 3 sheriffs.
2 sheriffs, 2 classics, and the whole other team has rifles.
Yeah.
They just picked up all their rifles. Like, man, we don't need to buy. We don't need it. We just get rid of these specters, man.
Yeah.
Like, just pick up their rifles.
Sheriff only.
unfortunate.
Sheriff only buff though. Got this.
I know, right? Another save round. See if they can get any picks. Getting 1 pick at least, grab a rifle would be good for them, but let's see if you can get one. Because Carleton's been, after that first 2 rounds, been playing it really safe. Playing it back, waiting for them to push, make some contact, make some presence.
Both teams seem to be playing extremely passively.
You see that a lot in girls because they want to play methodically, play
Yeah.
logically. But you can see that in guys too, so it's not really a gender diff, but at least gender diff, but gender,
Whenever I meet
I
a
didn't mean
guy,
that.
I'm just gender diff.
gender diff. Well, we're gonna see in a second. Oh, there's that one. Is she gonna get it in a second?
Ooh!
Oh, let's go.
Clean, 1 bullet, clutch, let's go.
She can only grab that rifle. She'd be. There we go.
Nice.
That looks two rifles for UCSD instead of just completely pistols. Scaring the harbor there.
Yeah, they've effectively gotten on site now, which is a better
was a good
start
smoke.
than
Planted.
last 3 rounds. I think they're faster.
Looks like they're hugging up on top.
Yeah.
It's like, I
Best
watch you.
friends. Ooh, that molly might be detrimental too. But yeah.
Oh, behind
One
too.
enemy remaining. Thrifty.
Nice. First round for UCSD Navy. Finally getting some earlier contact.
They
getting on
now
site a little
have
faster.
Brimble.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be really good for first play.
I think that's why the Brim was flanking, just so he can have ult
This
just in
might
case.
be. This round is a little bit more in favor.
Yeah, no, it is.
UCSD with 2 ults on deck.
Another more evened out
Right here.
with guns, except for
One
maybe one
brimstone
on
is enough.
Carleton.
Raze is only 1 point off ult, so this is gonna be.
Mhm.
Carleton's gonna play really careful.
Yep.
If
Turn.
UCSD plays for post, Carleton's done for.
Brim's, if they're playing for close plant, Brim should be really behind. But I guess they're just trying to go through sewer, make some
Yeah,
contact
maybe.
through arcade, possibly. Their Brim's just jiggle peeking. Oh,
Ooh.
that was almost a headshot.
2 sitting
Oh,
arcade.
unfortunate.
Yikes.
That ult.
But that did allow some of UCSD to get further up on site, especially with focus being pointed at arcade. It looks like Brim
I don't.
he
They.
might be going under.
Nice.
Good pick.
Good pick. For UCSD, no one. Oh, Brim just sitting out in the
Jeez.
open. Like, I'll get one of them, I swear.
But fast enough to get that.
Turned into 4v2.
They're playing it so safe. Brim's finally pushing up on a side.
30 seconds
Oh,
left.
she got caught in that.
Last two. Gen. It's like. But UCSD is full.
Spike
Full
planted.
site. So.
They can't really push through that smoke. Maybe with Harbor, but they have to push at the same time.
It doesn't really matter like 30 seconds. So
That's
it's
unfortunate.
It's a good round.
That was a
They
good
didn't even
round
have
for
to use any of their
UCSD.
ults.
No, they didn't.
Now Breach has ult. They got 4 ults on deck now.
Yeah, they kind of lurked on the site, catch them off guard.
Yeah, Fate only needs what 2 more points? Looks like.
Yep.
Yeah, this is gonna be really rough. Carleton.
Carleton was
definitely-
able to.
Yeah, they might have to play more safe, but honestly, if they just push up and get
It looks like
some
this is their
picks out.
save round, so if they just play safe, play back, play for retake, they can possibly get KJ ult. She's able to get one pick.
I love that knife.
Yeah. Pushing out forward again.
It's 1 pick, but 2 of them taken out immediately.
Yep.
Good for him.
Launching smoke. If he can hear.
You should run.
There's the KJ ult.
Yeah, pushing everybody off site so they can get that easy plant, and then
They're
honestly,
just
they're
gonna sit in
probably gonna
sands.
play off, yeah. Ooh, pushing up through the walls. Getting the pick, we got the plant down, but
Where is Brim looking?
there's only 2 left, coming from the same spot. Carleton always gets stuck up in these situations.
Oh,
They're playing
They
together,
got
but
one.
they get picked off together.
I know.
Just really
Harbor's
unfortunate.
trying to figure out where the heck they are. Breach ready for that blind. Doesn't know where the KJ is because she's been playing
Last
back.
player standing.
Does not have time.
Going away.
No, he doesn't.
Nope.
He's not gonna save it.
You should have ran faster. Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Well, now it's tied between Carleton and UCSD.
Yep, 3 and 3. I don't know how good that was for Carlton's eco, but it looks like they're just a little lower than they would like, I would assume.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, only one ult off on both teams. Well, from being a team ult, but we'll see how this gets oriented because now they can full buy.
Yeah, this is scary.
Yeah, we'll see if
8
some.
ults on deck right now. It's crazy.
They really save their ults to the best possible opportunity, or last possible opportunity
Yeah.
at least.
Which
Trying to get
honestly,
the upper hand.
I don't know. I just use it.
That's pretty much fair because if you don't use it, it's just gonna be wasted kills, to be honest.
There's a breach ult, there's a raise ult. Oh my goodness gracious.
Well, if you pop
Spike
Fatal
down B.
as an attacker, and you can.
And UCSD does have that fade ult.
Probably
But they're
possibly
on
using
site,
it.
so
Yeah, there's no point in using it now, only to deny
Spike
Uh,
down B.
defuse, but they
yeah.
haven't even played it.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, 2v1.
AJ playing really safe. Got all of the retail set
yeah.
up and
Unfortunate. That was a good round for Carleton, being able to save almost all of their ults, because the only one that didn't have it was. I guess they all have it now, because Breach and Raze used their ult that time.
Yeah. Well, it was UCSD is attacker Raze. They used her ult last time, and Raze just didn't get hers
Oh, okay.
on defense yet. She's a
So
little too many.
she just needs 2, right?
Yeah,
If I'm reading that correctly.
believe so. But yeah, they're starting to play a little bit differently. We got that breach util there's just a lot more contact earlier and a lot more util at the start of the round than we were seeing in those first few. Sitting behind that harbor wall.
Yeah, Carleton had that first indication that they could push out whenever they wanted to, but and UCSD doesn't want to take that chance.
Out of charges.
Raze took that bullet like a champ.
And it looks like CJ
CJ was slowly pushing up drop, but
KJ's playing back like she was last round, but UCSD Navy starting to push up now. They've got 2 picks. All of Carleton's making their way. And again through the same
pushing
entry point.
back into spawn. It's like, get back there. We don't want you here. Oh, and that brim will push him away. Waste a little time.
Oh, straight into the KJ line.
Unfortunate headshot.
But
But
it's a 3v1 for this brim
Turret's a killer.
here. Just throwing his classic to bait.
Fair. Yeah,
That's funny.
bait him out. I think the
Looks like we're
brim
gonna
might
see
push him.
Brim on brim action.
Let's see if he does it.
Running out of time if he's gonna.
I think he's probably waiting for them to leave site, get a pick like that. But the brim traded him.
Unfortunate for Carleton here, but
Back to tied. Let's see if this keeps up.
yeah, it is. It's really funny. They went 3 rounds in a row, and then 3 rounds in a row, and then one, and then one, and so we'll see if this just keeps going back and forth forever.
I think they're finally getting their vibe, but one of these teams needs to get the upper hand in order to pull ahead.
It's
Looks like-
super even right now. They're both playing almost identical to each other, like, and which just doesn't make for a very good lead.
Carleton was able to get that lead at the first half, but they kind of lost it. Cockiness might have played into the fact that, but we'll
Looks
see
like
in a second.
Both teams are pushing way more, and it might be because we got that fate ult there. Ooh, Satchel on
able
the
to
site
get
so
one.
fast. Holy cannoli. Yeah, but UCSD pushed up Arcade and then Tunnel on B super fast, and then UCSD
Looks like they're trying to play
pushed A
retake.
main really fast too. So both teams, like, they're even adapting this thing, which is super interesting to watch.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh.
That blind was really hard to avoid. That breach has been really good with its blinds lately.
Yeah, both the breaches have been really good with your utility usage, like using it to control the space. Like they used it non-stop on A main, and then just all of a sudden breach went B.
It's
and
like a
util
tag
dumped there,
team
and then-
of breach util.
I love ballerina.
Gotta love it.
Oh,
wholesome content,
Wholesome
totally.
content. Look at the wide joy spray. I love wide joy.
I know.
Yeah, UCSD started pushing way harder than they have been, which could be good. It would definitely worked for them last round. Carleton just starting to
That
rotate.
harbor wall
through
was
spawn.
interesting.
Harbor wall is odd.
Calling my bot.
Harbor is odd.
My ultimate
I'm excited for the new agent.
spike planted.
I know, it's gonna be interesting. Sadly, I won't be able to see him in this series until much later.
Maybe in the future we will
Maybe.
see more.
We'll see.
Yeah, UCSD just has like almost full control. Yikes! Almost full control
Last player
player.
standing.
A raise. Was able to get the opposite raise, but
Yeah.
got picked off.
It looks like pushing stronger has been really beneficial for UCSD.
Yeah.
Carleton just has not
Carleton
switched up as fast to be able to counter that.
Carleton makes the first contact by pushing out and making presence, which makes UCSD push, like just push them back all
Yeah.
together, just like push them back harder.
Yeah, and it looks like we got timeout starting for our
Yep.
defenders on Carleton's side. They get a little bit of their mojo back, maybe.
That or slow the
Yeah.
time down,
Slow
slow the
UCSD's
movement.
roll.
Yep. Slow them down a little bit. Like, hold up.
Yeah.
Take a break.
But both teams were super even at the beginning, and now we're seeing UCSD to start to pull ahead a little bit. So
I think
this
they
is
really figured out how Carleton plays so that they could play accordingly. They had just got that read the first couple matches.
because they
couple
were
rounds.
playing exactly the same, and then they were adapting exactly the same. And Carleton's just they're in their groove, but they might have to find a new one in order to
Mhm.
counter the way the UCC's.
I think they found it.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
2 matches back to back, they were able
Yeah.
to ground stomp them.
A little rough. A couple of flawless rounds.
With
A little
how
disheartening, but hopefully the timeout gets a little bit of their strategy in order,
Mhm.
slows down UCSD a little bit, and
Yeah.
we're getting back in gaming.
totally. Let's see what the game plan is now.
We have 2 on the other side for UCSD. Instead of just KJ playing. Looks like Race is going to push Ditch, and she's going to be met with 3 people pushing up from A, which is gonna be really, that's a lot of contacts on the other side of Ropes.
Holy! Arcade push was not successful as they thought it would be.
But they have E all to themselves.
Yep, they're rotating over the ropes,
Ooh.
and they're probably gonna
All
get their
3 of
end
them?
mid. Oh, Faye got knocked on her butt. But let's see if they can get some more. Random KJ Molly, gotta love it.
Spike planted.
Yeah, ECC's already played. Carleton trying to push a little stronger here, but
Guessing that
UCC's
someone's
just
in
too
sewers,
fast.
but
Oh
not
yeah,
Player standing.
yeah.
unfortunate. Really good util from Raze though on
Yeah.
from the Navy. 5 HP.
Last round
5
in the
HP in a
half.
dream. She
Yeah.
made it happen.
Last round and a half, I think Carleton saved last round.
Yeah.
So they're able to buy here, which is really
I've
good.
noticed that they like to push up
Yeah.
and like be aggressive when they're on buy. That might not be the best tactic.
Maybe, but also when you're buying, you don't have as much of the luxury as like long range fights.
That's
as,
fair.
As the other team does when they're full buying.
It'd be
So when
interesting.
UCSD all has like Vandals and Phantoms, and
Yeah.
Carleton's got like Sheriffs, like you could probably do it, but the Vandals are gonna fare a lot better in longer range situations. So pushing up
Mhm.
is they've got the right idea, it's just not been super effective so far.
It'd be interesting to see if the Rays will pick up a shotgun
Yes,
in any of these save rounds.
I want some Raze shotgun plays so badly. I love Raze and shotgun, dude.
Spike planted.
It's a shorty in a dream.
And if anything, they can use the enemy's smokes to their advantage to push up with shotguns and closer range weapons like the Spectre and the Stinger. Because
2 KJ ults. Everybody's
back to
leaving.
back. Everybody's leaving.
Nobody's on site.
Now on the Brimble.
Oh my goodness.
Double Brimble. Back to back. Duo. Mirror image.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
yeah,
Carleton is able to pull it back. Are they going to be
1v3.
able to defuse?
They're gonna stick it and yeah,
Oh,
they get it.
Lord. Nice.
Very good round for Carleton.
Carleton was able to take that and wrap it around, but it might not be enough, but we will see in a second.
Yeah, we'll see. But now we're switching sides, so UCSD Navy is on defense and Carleton will be attacking. I wonder if this half is going to start out the same as last half, if
Mhm.
kind of resetting their play styles for the different roles they're going to have to play. But I hope not.
Mhm.
I want to see some excitement. I want to see Carleton push up like they started to at the end of last half, because that was working really well for UCSD Navy. But I don't know, maybe they're just all equally as good as countering it. But it looks like this is an interesting tactic. They have 1 going B main and then all 4 pushing up on arcade. And
Arcade's
UCSD,
really hard to push up.
it is, but UCSD doesn't have many people there, so it might actually be the perfect opportunity for them to push because nobody's really watching it that closely. But throwing out that util, UCSD is going to start to rotate. as we were seeing. We got
That
that
harbor
harbor wall
wall.
blocking off.
Yeah, that
the
harbor
points
wall
of
was,
entry.
was goated.
Yeah, it just blocks off
Look at it.
all of
Oh
the
my
defense.
lord.
The harbor wall is
Coming in
kind
with
of
the frenzy.
Frenzied
Oh,
plays
let's
from Fade.
go.
Let's go.
Oh,
Ooh.
she got frenzied back in the
Yeah,
face.
peeking the reloads. Just
They both got
unfortunate.
glitch pop. I love
yeah,
it.
I love it. That's
Gotta
my
love it.
favorite. I just bought it recently. It was in my shop. Nice. Frenzy headshots. Nuts.
Alright, Carleton.
Nice.
Are you
Nice.
able to do it proper? Oh,
Yeah.
knock him off
Does
the
he survive
defuse.
that? Does he survive it? Yeah.
Let's
Nice.
go, an
Oh,
ace!
what?
Let's go with the frenzy!
Clean. What the heck?
Let's go. It's
That is
so
awesome.
great. That might have been the one kicker to get Carleton to push through and bring it back to tied, because that ego boost is gonna really help.
Yeah, that was a really really good pistol round for Carleton, especially after the unfortunate events of last half. This might be their shtick here. Attacking
Okay.
might just be for them.
They just needed those 5 rounds to hold off to attack, because it's looking like it.
Carleton
Oh.
starting off a little bit slower, but UCSD is completely off site on A. There's a couple dish, but Carleton has A all to themselves now.
Yep. UCSD is not.
I don't
really
even think
sure
they know
whether
that
they
they're
know.
there.
I don't think so. They saw KJ and they're like, oh, maybe they're going B.
Yeah, but they got the play,
psych.
and immediately they're gonna go play
Yep.
spawn.
Fade's not looking too hot, so that 4v4 might be more in the Carleton's favor. They're playing in their spawn. Reverse takeover. That was a good play for Carleton. And they were
Playing
able
off
to
there, using their
bring it back.
util. Yeah, that was really good.
tie it again. For like, what, the 3rd time now?
Yeah, I think so.
Bringing it back.
Oh goodness. UCC had a good streak there, but then Carleton pulled out the timeout and has taken 3 rounds in a row now.
Yep.
So that might have just been just what they needed to mess up UCC's momentum and get a little bit of their mojo.
Yeah, we weren't wrong about it being a very interesting matchup.
Yeah.
It's not one team overbearing and overtaking the other. It's pretty matchup.
Yeah. It's just
I'm curious to see how
incredibly
far
even.
they'll get. This might be the what is it called? The nemesis? The nemesis
Arch nemesis.
arch nemesis of the season. Carleton
Yeah.
versus UCSD.
We have Spike all by herself in spawn, which is interesting. Wonder what their play is. Looks like
They're probably seeing if UCSD is gonna push, but it doesn't look
Yeah.
like it.
around.
Taking it slow, trying to see if the contact, see who gets it first. Carleton's kind of snug up there by drop. Seeing if any of the defenders cross sight. Oh, the harbor wall. Oh my lord, those harbor walls,
Yeah.
man. Those are sick. Oh, the trade. Both brims.
Ooh.
Oh, I was about to say both brims are low, but that was their breach that was low for UCSD.
Unfortunate.
4v2.
The last two, they always. There's one thing I know is that they're gonna play together.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Worst
both
comes to
push
worst,
and
you gotta
spawn.
play together.
Yeah, especially when it's a 2v4. Like, you have to play numbers.
No kidding.
It's
That
just
doesn't help that
unfortunate when they
there's 2 of them peeking the same angle.
Yeah. Getting a little
Last
close
player
on
standing.
time, and now it's a 1v4. Getting a pick. Ooh.
Aw. The trade.
Yeah. It was a good pick.
Carleton is bringing it back. Let's see what UCSD does in retaliation.
Yeah, let's see.
And they're timing out.
Yep. I wonder if it's
Break
gonna
that
mess up their
mojo.
momentum like Carleton did
No kidding.
last half. We will see. But yeah, UCSC was like the first to start adapting last half,
Mhm.
and so I wonder when they're gonna probably now after their timeout, and they talk
Yeah.
about strategy. But I wonder how they're
UCSD
gonna change up their playstyle a little bit. to
They've
counter this.
been trying to catch a read on Carleton's playstyle on both sides now, so I think they just need a little catch up to bring it back and even it out
Yep.
once more. But it's gonna be interesting now that Carleton's on attacking side.
They've definitely been doing very well. Very
With
well
that
on
harbor and brim, it's pretty easy
It's
to
pretty
get on the
good.
site.
It's
Not
they-
gonna lie.
They're taking it, but it's also been so weird because whenever they decide to hard push us at UCSD, is like hardly there.
Mhm.
And then when UCSD is there, like obviously they're not going to push that strongly because we've seen like both teams are just they like to play a little bit more passive. So if they know that UCSD is not there, then they're not going to push as hard. But sometimes they just be walking up on a site and UCSD is like all 5 in like the arcade, and it's like, what is happening here? So it's been really interesting, and
What's
I
interesting
wonder what is going to
is
change.
that they're stronger in attack when they don't have an initiator that has intel.
Yeah.
Fade is able to give them intel on the site, which makes sense for UCSC to push on the site so easily.
That is interesting, but I think it's also because their initiator is somebody that just makes it like almost impossible to defend. Like when you're stunned, like there's not really anything they can do. So if you
Mhm.
stun all of them and you make it impossible for them to start like pushing back a little bit, then it makes a little bit of sense. But it is interesting that even with no info, they're able to so effective.
They love pushing.
These
through
harbor
there
walls
so-
are so good.
I
Did you
know.
see
I
that?
saw that.
Bro, that little line just squiggled like perfectly in front
I
of
swear
all of
she
the
must
doors.
have. She must have
Oh
like
my
learned
goodness.
in like custom games or something. Cause look, that's just nuts.
It's so good. It's because you
So
can
good.
see on the mini map, and it's just like the control
just
and
drawing.
the timing with that
You're
is
literally
like
just drawing on the map.
it's so impressive.
good.
Because sometimes I'll throw down because I love playing harbor, but sometimes I throw down those walls and they are like the funkiest looking walls ever. I'm like, well, technically I marked off all the areas I needed to mark off, but oh goodness, this 1v5 is not looking good.
If anything, I'd just save. I mean,
Yeah.
actually, she needs to die in order to get creds.
Yeah,
because she's
fair.
on save. On a save round.
On a save round, it's sometimes people in my games will like run away from bomb on pistol, and I'm like, you realize we get more money if you get exploded right now. Like, die
Like,
for
don't-
eco, please.
Don't die to them, but die to the
No,
ball.
yeah, don't give them a kill, but like die for eco, bruh.
Yeah.
But yeah, trying to get a pick there was probably she was probably just trying to get a pick before she went out. Because in 1v5 on a save, not really the greatest feeling, the greatest position to be in.
Nope. Very interesting sentry spot. Well, Breach almost knocked out that turret.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that
The
harbor ult
ult.
though.
A harbor ult
First-
is annoying.
First seeing harbor ult this game, and it's
Yeah,
9-7.
Second half.
really
first,
saving
first
that.
harbor ult in the second half.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Yeah, I'm not sure who she thinks she sees tunnel, but
Just watching it mostly. UCSD was able to get that pick.
yeah.
2 tower, but
Ooh, nice smoke.
oh my lord, Raze with the pick. Gets picked off and traded. Fade ult, trying to figure out where the last 2 are. They're both tower. Doesn't use it.
Player standing.
Does she have dogs? I don't know if she had dogs.
She did.
Oh, she didn't. She used
Yeah.
them. Unfortunate. But they were able to pull it around in
Yeah. Dang.
10-7.
Even with all that info,
I know.
even with all that info, they're still not able to save the round. But Carlton's Raze is going crazy. She's
know.
nuts. She's a little nuts. She's got a little sicko mode this
Mhm.
game. Attacking is
like-
definitely more her speed.
She's like, Raze on fracture? I got you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I got you.
Raze on
I'm gonna
fracture is
satchel in
awesome.
there
She's
and kill
gonna
everybody.
frag out so well. It's usual because they think they're pushing dish, but unfortunately, 3v5, basically a 3v3 against Brim and Razor solo, but that util is
Unfortunately,
Still in play.
their breach blinded the Raze.
oh no.
Unfortunate.
Oh goodness. Yeah, looking like Carleton's gonna go back and push. But KJ's the only one there. Whoa!
B.
Aerial rifle.
Didn't get the pick, but was able to distract her so much that she was taken out by her teammate.
She's
Oh
like,
my
here, watch
goodness.
me. Shoot my feet, I dare
Look at
you.
me. And she goes one tap. That's the. I would have like cried. That would have been so scary.
Yeah. Just like, I would have given up. Just like,
Oh my goodness.
take me.
Dude, the Harbor Util is interesting, but so good.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
The wall does not last
I
that
take
long. Just gets head dinged by Stinger.
Yeah, 2v2 again. Ray's still really low HP on Carleton.
Catches a-
bot. KJ Molly's on bomb.
Oh!
Whoa!
UCSD!
Clean.
Clean headshot.
And now it's a 1v2 for Carleton Rays. Oof.
They
Taken out by the Rays. Oh,
don't
on
have
UCC,
time to
but they don't.
defuse. Or do they?
Unfortunately.
No, they don't.
Last player
That was
Yeah,
so
no.
close, though.
At 0.14 seconds.
Oh, my lord.
But Rays was able to save her gun, so that'll be beneficial, especially after losing a round. But it is now
Mhm.
11-7 in favor of Carleton. Attacking, they have not lost a round this half on attack.
It is
This is
insane.
this is their
It's been
this
six
is
in
their
a-
this
no,
is their
it's been
shtick.
7
This
in
is
a row, man.
oh my goodness. This is a little nutty.
Just a little bit. Just a
UCC
tiny bit.
And UCC's used their timeout already this half, so they
It's
can't.
so
They're not
unfortunate.
able to kind of break up the momentum. I don't think they expected it to last as long.
I think they broke it up too soon. It was they needed to have like at least 2 ahead to break at least
Yeah.
some form of momentum.
I love you,
Excuse me, poor grammar.
Oh my goodness.
But-
Just narrowly avoiding that
Oh,
breach. So.
Rays able to pick him off.
Oof.
Oh, oh. That
Using,
trade, though.
using Yuso like that to like catch them on while they're running away is probably my favorite way to use Yuso.
Yeah.
Especially like Brimhold, sometimes like people
Launching smoke.
just be letting it ult and then like not watching, but it's like you do so much more.
It's like it's not a wall when you brimble.
Yeah.
It's just flames and
Yeah.
fire. You can shoot through it.
You can shoot it when they're hiding.
or use it for cover, if anything.
Yeah.
If worst
Oh,
comes to worst, you
true.
can use it as cover.
Just Brimhold in front of you when your smokes is dead.
Exactly. And it's so loud you can't really tell which way they're coming from
Just
either.
start planning while you Brimhold in front of you. They'll never know.
They'll never push
You
you.
win the round
They'll
instantly.
never push it.
Right? Them
Until
go,
you-
oh my gosh, what a play. And you win the round immediately. You get a
Oh,
you
look
get
at that.
13-0
Look at
and
it.
you get
Look at it.
like max RR. Oh my goodness.
Then I.
Oh, but they got the plant
They
down.
got the plant down.
He stuck it. Oh, she
He's
took
like,
one
I'll
for
die for the team. I'll take one for the
Oh
team.
my goodness. That was clutch. And now with the KJ ult, like,
They'll be able to.
oh, they destroyed it. They got
destroyed
it.
One enemy remaining.
That was good. But it's a 1v4. Ults here.
Oh,
Gets one pick.
Got the.
Ooh, he gets haunted though. And
Fusion
he's just standing
on.
behind a
Oh,
box while he's
no.
marked. Oh.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Not.
UCSD was able to break up that momentum. With
Yeah,
this.
that fade util was really useful because she couldn't really pass out like over where three of the other team were waiting to take her out. So she had to hide behind that box, but she got wall banged because she was marked. Just really unfortunate, but really good UC util from fade.
Yeah, that poor breach.
And they take their first round of the half.
Yep. Let's see if UCSD carries on with this. And able to bring it
This
back
is
around.
winnable.
It is
It's scary,
winnable.
but winnable.
Behind me.
Only each team only got one ult, so we'll see how it goes.
AKJ and different, very
That's a
different.
very interesting
ults.
flash spot.
That is an interesting flash, but I think that she expected them to shout a little faster, which is interesting. 'Cause I haven't
Is
been doing that.
Raze pretending to be a Yoru?
Fake
It
move.
sure as heck looks like it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, over the Killjoy wallies.
Again, she's done that a few times, and it's really dope. I really
think-
love watching her do that.
Planted.
I think it's a plan, but
She black screened, I think.
I don't know.
One
Ooh,
enemy remaining.
2 picks from Kiwi there.
Might need to do a technical pause because technically she's AFK.
Yeah.
But they have no idea where she is.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, they have a DC. They're laughing.
Oh no.
Lol. Oh goodness.
Unfortunate.
Oh, she's reconnected. Looks like. Oh,
Oh,
there she is.
She's
Can
back.
she
She's
clutch the
Can she
1v4?
clutch 1v4. Let's go. Let's
Ooh,
do
she
it.
gets a pick.
Let's do it. But she does not have time
No, she doesn't have
to
time to defuse,
defuse,
but yeah, she's safe here. That is really unfortunate.
that was a rough spot.
Yeesh. Yeah, I saw her DC like in chat
Yeah.
quite early, and I was like, ooh.
Match point.
Ugh, unfortunate. But it's match point, and that might have just been about the the second worst round to DC.
I know.
Like behind match point, it's the
If it
second
was-
worst game is the game that will get them to match point. Like you don't want to
Mhm.
DC when they're this close to a win. Oh goodness.
That was such an unfortunate happening for UCSD.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Launching smoke.
I bet UCSD team is fuming.
Oh, I bet.
Fuming. I'd be too.
Bro, it's so sad. Especially if it's just technical. Like, wasn't bothersome.
I don't think
That's just rough.
don't think they were able to call for a technical pause because the game was in the middle.
Yeah.
So unfortunate.
Carleton's playing a little more split. Oh, clean.
Oh.
2 picks from Harbor.
Well, Harbor's a little worse for wear there.
Yeah, she's only got 10 HP, but honestly,
10 HP in a dream, and that Harbor will come in and clutch again.
she gets a wall. She doesn't really have to deal with many people.
Oh, and another Harbor roll. Let's go.
My goodness.
Got the hops. Room's got the
Spike
hops.
planted.
Yeah, just avoiding that stun.
Yeah. The only bad thing about Harbor Wall is it doesn't last as long as Viper Wall does. But still is a good way to push out. KJO coming into play. Let's see if they can get a pick. Catch him off. They're able to push onto site with that.
They don't
But
have
they
enough
gotta
time
be
to
careful
defuse
with-
while the ult is going out. But ooh, and that
Brim
Brim
ult.
ult.
2 players detained.
Yeah, wait, who got the tape?
Probably one of them closer to the. They're all there just watching it. Just
Yeah, but that's it.
dang.
It is a GG.
Very, very good game for Carleton.
Good first game for Carleton. Yeah, they really brought that back super cleanly in the second half. Like
Mhm.
attacking is definitely their speed, at least on
Mhm.
Fracture. We'll see if that changes up next game. I believe we're on Icebox.
Icebox is going to be interesting with how they play, because if UCSD is very aggressive in the beginning, interesting to see a lot of flanks.
Yes, I do.
Flanks and
Fracture,
Icebox.
Fracture is for rotating, and Icebox is for flank. That's what they're
Yep.
for. That's what the maps are. It's you
Mhm.
flank on Icebox and you rotate and flank. That's all you do.
I guarantee we're about to see at least one jet in this lobby.
Oh, we better.
Hopefully.
She's correct on Icebox.
Yes.
Because all the verticality, like that, verticality is broken in Valorant, and all of the different places you can updraft onto as jet on Icebox is like,
Yeah, you can updraft
have
onto
to.
on top of the tunnel to kitchen. You can updraft on
Yes.
top of, like if you're down below on site, you can just updraft to get up top.
yeah, it's
Height difference.
it's nutty, height diff.
Height diff. Yeah.
But yeah,
Controller might most likely gonna be Viper, but
probably.
we'll see.
She's pretty good. Or Omen.
Omen too.
Omen's good on Icebox
I
too.
play Omen on the Icebox.
But yeah, we're gonna go to a quick break before we get into the second game.
And we'll
So-
catch you guys in a bit.
Welcome back, gamers, to Purple Rain Week 2. We're gonna get the second game of the match just here in a little bit. I think they said they're gonna start at 7:49, which it is. So yeah, we're gonna see some icebox action.
Yeah, Icebox. Yeah. Not my favorite map.
It's
I
not
stated
my
before?
favorite either, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Well, okay, who do you
Give
play?
or less. Well, if I'm absolutely have to play a controller, then I play Omen or Viper.
Yeah. But, like, what do you main? Or are you just a Phil?
I'm just a Phil.
Huh.
A sad Phil.
I interlock Reina or Raze.
Oh, you're one of those people. I'm
Well,
joking.
sometimes no. I will instantly hover them in comp, but if I'm playing unrated, I'm gonna instalock your trick. I used to instalock Neon every single game I played, including comp, and I would instalock Neon. And I'm bad, so it was really unfortunate. Because I would instalock and then like bottom frag.
Oh no.
So, but I'm a little bit better than I was. I don't play Neon as often because I don't use her util very well, but I still occasionally will install Arena in a good unrated game, and then I won't bottom frag anymore. I've grown as a person.
Grown. You've ascended.
Yeah, I'm ascendant. Okay, I'm silver. I was ascendant.
I'm silver too, so you're not the only one.
Let's go, silver, rise up. Amen.
Silver 3, gold.
Best
soon,
rank.
hopefully.
Dude, I peaked silver 2 last act. Like barely. Like I got silver 2 like the day before the act ended.
Oh no.
I got placed bronze, and I was like, well, it's not the worst that could happen.
I lived and I let go.
Yeah. I've never been iron though, so that's one thing
that's
I
a
got.
win.
It's a big dub. I saw it last night. GC was playing, and I saw somebody had iron buddies on 2 of their guns.
Oh no.
And it was
Oh,
so
no.
funny. I was like, dude. So I was talking to my boyfriend about it. And he was like, well, yeah, no, if I was a higher rank, I would also put my iron buddies on all my guns because that'd be so scary. Like, imagine you're playing comp in, like, a plat diamond lobby and somebody just has an iron buddy. That would be nuts.
You'd scare your entire team.
That'd be
Or
so funny.
you be playing like a platinum or like a diamond player, and they see an iron buddy, it's just like
What is happening?
it's just
going
like
on?
something don't add up here. Something
Yeah.
something's not like looking
So funny.
looking truthful here. But
Somebody's a liar. Or somebody is a smart.
Yeah, somebody might be smart. Sees the rank come up just like liar.
Fake. You're not real.
But yeah. Agent picks I'd pick for Icebox.
KO.
Yeah. I play
KO is
KO a lot on
Yeah.
Icebox.
Honestly,
or Initiator at least. Just so goated on
Sage,
Icebox.
probably.
Literally.
Oh, yeah, Sage. Here we
Oh
go.
my lord, no
Ooh,
KO
2
at all.
Sentinels.
No KO at all.
They have Sage and KJ on both teams. Viper for both smokes, and then we do have Jet on Carleton and Raze on
Raze.
UCSD.
Almost identical like that we did in last.
Yeah.
What is up with
Two
this?
Sentinels instead, though, so this is
Gonna be interesting
that is interesting.
for sure. Looks like Carleton is on defense first.
On defense, when I can't make up my mind.
Does she know
Defense.
the wall?
Oh,
No, she does not know the
defense.
wall.
Ooh, is she? Oh, did she already throw down?
Yeah, she already put it down.
What?
She's like, I'm booking it, putting the wall down first. Let's
You can
go.
throw your wall down from 2, Missy. That's a. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a goated wall. Yeah, it looks like UCSD. They're doing. They're gonna go. They
They're
might
like, "We'll figure
go
that out
mid,
in a
or they
second."
might so dart mid and then push us out. That could be good.
Might be just going mid. I think
Yeah,
they're just
it looks
pushing
like,
through mid.
which is honestly
Viper might lurk on
kind of
B.
cracked on.
Oh,
it's
that must be a
all-
wall. Going up.
Oh yeah.
Yep, UCSD coming out with that really aggressive push.
Sheesh.
Oh, no.
Almost at double. The Sage is now behind the attackers.
Still 3v3.
One enemy remaining.
And it's a goal from Carleton. That was a good defense.
Banana gambit.
We definitely killed them.
Yeah, good first round from Carleton. That was a
Being able to-
hefty mid push.
Oh, no kidding. Being able to
UCSD 's
slow him down like that while you're
Yeah.
getting full push is kind of so.
Yeah,
Seeing that
UCSD 's
pull
just-
out of Carleton is
Yeah, the UCSD Navy's just not been able to catch up, I think, to any of Carleton's.
man.
Like since the second half of last game, like they're just not fast enough.
No.
But we might see it turn around in their favor.
Jet might get a pick with the Guardian.
Ooh, Raze shorty plays.
Let's go.
See if she should play a little more aggressive, especially when they're safe, because you don't want to be sitting where she's sitting with a shorty.
Nope. I'm surprised the Jet didn't do the peek over the wall. There's a peek that you can do and see the tops of their heads if they're
Ooh,
pushing
yeah.
rafters.
Is he sit on one of the box in front of right
What's
there,
inside-
right?
Huh?
You sit on the box in front of there, right? And then you can see.
No, if you stand on heaven in that
Player
far back
standing.
corner, you can see over the wall that you're looking at and see their heads peek off, so you can see into window and the rafters. It's a good head glitch.
A Viper threw. Just to
Trying
peek
to
out
chase
and then
off
throw it back down.
UCSD Navy,
And it's working.
and it worked really well.
Because she's turning around and
30
rotating
seconds
back
left.
to
She's
B,
like-
but Carleton's catching on. And
Looked like it actually.
they're
Carleton
tentatively. Oh no,
is-
what they're saying.
they're just like-
Rotate!
They probably thought it was gonna be a fake rotate,
Oh yeah, maybe.
so they just stood around for a little longer just in case.
And 2v1, they're playing together, which is
Age.
interesting.
Doesn't look like.
Ooh,
nice.
just an insane
Drop
read
my
from
work.
KJ.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I think she's gonna be sitting right there.
Just maybe.
What?
What? Okay.
You weirdo. You nerd.
I think
Oh,
she might have
goodness.
wanted Viper to have it, but Viper's like, I know, I'm going off to
maybe.
Narnia. I'm
Maybe.
going
I
back
thought
to
she was
A.
playing for like a crazy time, and I was like, you dork.
Oh, she might have been
Defuse
getting
the bomb.
she might have been getting a gun for someone.
Yeah, maybe.
They're still kind of
Aw.
on a
He's sitting on the table.
table.
KJ bots are so cute. I love little guys. I call everything that's just like little and like slightly friend shaped a little guy. And it's so awesome. So I love all KJ's little guys.
Did you watch that Killjoy animatic that Valorant posted a while back
Which one?
of where she had like all the other different bots?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't
It
think
was
I've seen
so
that one.
adorable. She had like 3 other different ones.
Aw.
You missed out.
I did see like when in the range, they had the KJ alarm bot, and if you put another one next to it, they were like friends.
Yes, that's adorable. I love Riot's little tidbits that they
Tidbits, little Easter eggs.
do. So cute.
Sometimes I'll be watching this and I'm like, they're right there, shoot them. But only I have this knowledge. And I'm like, please, their crosshairs right on their head. Oh, should have got that summoner just instantly. That was a crazy flick.
The flick.
Yeah.
The Sofa Dart flick. Oh, on the wall bang through the wall.
Biggest enemy remaining.
Carleton,
The
not looking too
1v5.
good. Carleton, not looking so hot right now.
Yikes. Very good round from UCSD Navy.
Yeah. A push was a lot
Oh yeah.
more susceptible than mid push and B push.
Yeah.
What it looks like.
But they stopped the streak in its tracks, nipped it in the bud, and I wonder if we're gonna see. It looks like might go A again. That worked so well last time.
Yep. We're kind of having the same thing that we have in the first game, where Carleton pushes up with 2 points, and then UCSD just pulls it out of their butts and pulls ahead.
Yeah.
But we'll see if this happens again. Because I know Carleton wants to get at least a couple points on defense before they full-blown
Yeah.
on attack.
Before they roll them. That is
Oh,
a funky
was
looking
crazy.
Viper wall. Look at slide like that.
There's a specific way that you can do the Viper wall and have it like pop up onto the wall enough
Yeah,
so
you
that
just have to
can't
throw
see
it
the
up into
rafter.
the air. Yeah. And then it covers it.
There's a specific spot. Curious how to see it. Very interesting attacking Viper wall too. I usually slant line across just so I can just run onto site and plan. I don't think the Sage. I don't know if that wall really works.
It definitely stops them from coming, like, from screens that way, but it doesn't
At least
cover any
from
of
my point of view. It doesn't-
rafters.
It might be great. It might be fantastic even. But I just don't see it that
One
way.
enemy remaining.
I know.
1v3 for Sage right now.
Sage did not handle that Viper bite very well.
There's another round for Carleton. He's 3-1 now.
I think what UCSD needs to do with that Sage wall is plant it as closest to the edge of A, wall it off so they have to go around or break the wall.
Yeah.
Just to be cheeky. Like, I want to see if that works against Carleton. I want to see if they can pull that off, because
Yeah, I think that they should wall, like...
that or go B, because they haven't gone B yet.
True.
Well, they
and
have,
there's
but,
really
like,
good Sage rolls on B, so if they're going to play off of Sage
Not
rolls, then
fully.
it might be a
attack
better
on
idea
B.
to go to B.
They
But-
have the smokes for it. They got Viper to do
Yeah.
it. But I don't think... I think they're going to try and full push A as much as possible before the team's, like, ready to switch sites.
Classic Viper wall there. I don't know that Carleton's Viper is... Oh yeah, she is.
Jet gonna be a
She's
little...
sitting up in the corner. But it looks like UCC might be rotating.
They are definitely...
Leaving one
AJ
behind.
looks like she's sitting behind.
Probably
watching
catching
for
their...
flank.
Yeah, they're gonna go B. It looks like Viper, Carleton's Viper is sitting Snowman, but other than that, site's completely clear. So we'll see if Viper can hold site until it's are able to get there. But right now, if UCC just goes a little faster, they get the plant before anybody gets on site.
They could catch the Viper off, but she gets traded.
Love the Phantom though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shooting out that wall right where... Ooh, they
But
get
they
a plant.
couldn't.
Run out of ammo just in time to for them to get the plant.
She possibly could get the kills.
Not with that Viper melee.
No, she doesn't got any more, so...
Yeah. That was a 2v2. 1v1
1v1.
on honestly, yeah, she's just gonna play time. And she missed her molly. So, oh, just stick it. Unfortunately.
They're playing me around the Rosie. Oh,
Oh,
The
nice
Carleton
try from Carleton's
Oh,
jet there.
UCSD won that one. Sorry. It's 3-2 now.
But yeah, KJ, that was funny because she just threw a molly. And they would landed on top of yellow, I think. And it was funny. But yeah, honestly, Jet could have stuck that, so it was just really unfortunate. But they've been doing good so far. They have a one point lead.
That was a good
It's
play.
not substantial, but they did start off the game pretty strong. So.
That was a good play after UCSD to wait for time.
Yeah. Dang, all of Carleton is mid. Why?
This is what they do. They
Oh, true.
on their save round, they just push.
They push up like a weird spot. And
They
they've
are
already taken out the
pushing all
KJ. They don't have to
together.
worry about anybody watching, playing with util and stuff. Oh, goodness gracious. I mean, UCSD has sight, but all of Carleton is pushing up main.
Got picked off. They're playing more together. They're getting picked off one by one. They need to be set up to trade each other.
That's a 1v4 for Sage. And she's slowed, yeah. It's rough.
Yeah, save rounds are rough.
Yeah.
Against full rifles, it's unfortunate.
They got a couple picks, which is good, but a couple
Wasn't
more
enough.
probably would have. They can definitely buy. Like it. Jet has an op right now.
Like, I'm opping. Yeah,
Oh,
we're
goodness.
doing it. Doing it now.
Jet up on Icebox. What a classic Valorant moment.
Or if you do the head glitch thing, where she's just sitting on B. She's like, I'm gonna op B, even though they
Oh,
don't
yeah.
come here. She's like, they will someday. I
Someday
swear
they will.
by it.
If she keeps the op, then they've got to eventually. But honestly, if they know there's an op,
Retake
they
with
might not.
op is not the best, though, to be
Yeah.
honest. Because you want them to peek and then peek you.
Yeah.
Unless they're stupid.
Yeah, Sova joining, and there's just one there. So they get sight pretty easy.
Poor KJ. Okay, yeah, she's backing up to play retake.
Oh, yeah.
She's got her ult. Oh. She gets picked off. Jet was able to get a pick with the op.
Yeah, and they got the Viper ult. Oh, she throws at you. Oh,
Let's see how that goes. I'll move the opposite side of the wall.
that would have been so
That would have
clutch.
been collat.
Dude, if all like three of them were sitting just on the opposite side of the wall, that would have been really, really good for his util.
What's
Does
a
Jet still have the op? Is she?
If KJ ults, she can push Viper out of this ult, but
Ooh,
Viper goes down. So goes Sova. There we go.
spraying through that wall.
I was like, do they get the Sova? I was expecting him to die a little sooner than them, but they got him.
They did get him.
Carleton bringing that one back with a Sage ult.
Yep, it's just back and forth, just like it was last game.
Yeah, they got to get their reads on how they play this map.
But if this is anything like last game, if it continues to be like last game, we're going to see some adaptation here. And I wonder if ECC is going to be the first to do that, if they're going to take a little bit of the advantage away from Carleton. They left Spike in. They left Spike.
Yes, they did. They left Spike.
I wonder. No, this
I
is
think
high IQ strat. They
Totally.
did that on purpose.
Oh, Viper's going back
No,
for it.
yeah.
They're like, really, guys? You
They're
left
doing it to
Spike?"
throw off the timing. Okay,
Totally. That was the plan.
that was really funny. Yeah, KJ's gonna push up mid by herself, and then the other four are gonna push A. I don't know why Carleton keeps putting 2 on B when they don't go B.
I have yet to see a flank. Besides that mid push.
True. Yeah, besides the mid push, I don't think any solo agent has pulled off a really good flank. It's mostly just playing from the common points of entry, I guess. Shooting out the stage wall, but still a tight point of entry.
That might knock out the ult.
Oh, it might actually. Yeah, it did.
It did. Let's go.
Oh,
100 IQ.
that
Total
was really
10,000
good.
IQ. That was a good spot. I don't think she even meant it either.
No, I don't think so.
She's like
Because
so
the
happy to
lockdown
get
didn't
it.
even go down until like after she threw the molly, so it's just really unfortunate placement for the kid.
No kid. Look at all of those
Oh my
mollies.
goodness. Cage's Yujo's not having a good day. Ooh.
Oh, the ult's coming out. Oh no, the Raze loses.
One enemy remaining.
Are they able to get the defuse?
She
Yes.
yes.
Oh my god.
She stuck that like a
Clutch.
boss.
She's like, I'm prepared to die.
Yeah, I don't think
I'll die for
UCSD expected her to stick it that hard, because they were
Okay.
kind of slow getting there. But she stuck it out. She got taken out, but she clutched up.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was awesome. I love those knives. They're so
The
expensive.
lock-in knives.
That person just spent $50. I would like everybody to be aware. That person spent $50 for that knife.
50 whole whopping dollars.
50 wappas. Ooh, avoiding the silver dirt.
If it was on the Carleton, it would have been well, what's
They love
Looney
Spike
Toonies?
again. They just grabbed it.
Loonies and Toonies from Canada.
Loonies and Toonies?
Yeah, that's their currency.
What?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
Cannot be true.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah,
I-
Carleton's actually a Canadian school.
Oh, nice. That's crazy. Imagine. Yeah. She spent 50 loonies and toonies for that. for that weapon skin.
Oh my lord.
Is it actually called loonies and toonies?
Yeah,
What the heck?
I heard it. It's pretty cool.
I heard it on the internet.
Oh, well,
It
my
has to be.
family's from Michigan, so we have to actually.
Oh, yeah, that's. I believe you. It's what a funny name.
I'm just
Oh, that
surprised.
KJ Molly took out the sage wall.
That's so cool. Slow deny plant, at least. That KJ Molly came in clutch.
30
Sage
seconds left.
pushing out a little bit. A little risky. Oh, and the pick off from the Raze. That was
Yeah.
able to pull
You
it off.
should run.
KJ ult.
Where did she put that?
no.
She put that
One
main.
enemy remaining. Spike down
Yeah.
B.
Sheesh.
UCSD be able to pull it out, tie it back up again.
Dang, and they get the plant money too.
Almost able to tie it up. If they get one more, they can be able to bring it back to their usual ways of evening it out. But
Looks like Carleton's gonna save here. We got some sheriffs. So is going frenzy, which is gonna be. I like the frenzy.
I personally love the frenzy.
It's pretty.
I
good.
just bought
Ooh.
Prime Frenzy, and I've been
Ooh.
I've been trying to make my worth out of it. Buying it. It popped up in my night market as like, and
Nice.
purchase.
Yo, KJ likes to
Ooh, the whopping. Let's go. UCSD. Able to knock out 2. Yeah, their
Dang.
push when they save is not the best strat. I just gotta say that.
Yeah, they got the
But
right idea, but
They're
not necessarily the
right
right execution for their idea.
That's what I was able to pull. Clutch up.
Dang, why'd she pull her turret back? Oh, I mean,
know.
she went too far, but
Might have been, yeah. I could rather use it for.
it went away like
Watching
at the
the-
perfect time. She recalled
I
her bot, like
know.
right as someone was peeking.
Oh, they could have gone flake, but I guess they probably did it.
Yeah, UCC's poised. It doesn't look like too many.
That
True.
Viper's
The
putting the,
wall.
KJs all over trust in that KJ.
Oh,
my lord.
rough. That was like a quadruple peak with the egg.
Mhm. They love those quad peaks, my lord.
Oh my goodness.
They're able to buy again, so they evened it out.
No op this time.
No, but their
It's not
creds
like
are
the-
looking a little rough to buy now.
Just a little bit.
So we did.
Oh my goodness. 50 loonies and toonies, y'all. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my lord.
Well, she's from UCSD, so I suppose it wasn't. She didn't spend 50 loonies
Yeah,
and toonies.
she spent the US. the
Oh
one
my
tab.
gosh! At least she got her
Shut
shirt
'em
off.
down. shut that sofa down.
Oh,
It's like, sit down, my dude.
Instant denial. Holy cannoli.
My lady. My lady, you put down. Oh, no kidding. Oh my god.
Like
That
a
was
little
impressive.
bit slower here for me to see.
Carleton popping up the ult to slow the push.
This makes it really difficult to push in there.
Boom about to
I really
flush the Viper out, but doesn't look like it. She's sitting. She's sitting on top of a little box.
Ooh, that's really fun. Yeah, no, they're not there. They're gonna push at B while they're expecting them.
Yeah, they're like, we're not pushing that Viper, Molly.
Yeah, at
I mean,
this point
Viper
they're like,
ult.
I'll be here. They had most to say, but Carleton's been able to push up a little bit, especially that Viper wall.
That Viper will go down, and that Viper's gonna be smoked.
Ooh.
Yep. Carleton's
Crosshair placement goes
Player
crazy.
standing.
That's a 1v2 and just
And
take it
UCSD was able to pull forward and win that round.
Last round before the switch.
Yeah, then
Let's
we're
see
going
if-
into the last round, almost even, so we might end with a 6-6 here.
We might if Carleton's able to, but they're kind of saving. Their creds aren't looking too hot, so this might be a
yeah.
5-7, a reverse of.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
actually no,
unfortunate.
it'd be exactly the same thing
Yeah.
as last match. Yeah,
It is unfortunate to have to save last round.
that is very unfortunate.
I wonder if they bought, if they got half. I'm just walling that off. They don't go B.
They
so
only
why-
rotate to B. Well, it's 'cause the Viper wall's there.
Oh, actually, no, that makes sense.
That's probably why.
That's an excuse all the other rounds where they
I
had two
know.
people watching B. Oh, Kid is sitting right in front of me. Viper ult, just get a KG, really. Viper ult. What?
It's like, I don't think you want to go up there, Chief. You're gonna lose your
It
ult.
would have been really, really funny if there was somebody waiting and just one
Just
tapped it
dink.
immediately.
Dinker in the head.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, the head dink
Oh.
through the smoke.
What in the cheats? This is crazy.
What in the cheats? Oh, the Raze ult coming out.
Ooh, and she got a pick with it.
Let's
And
see,
they
let's see.
win, yeah. Oh goodness. Not even. It's
Switching
5-7.
sides.
But we'll see,
5-7.
because Carleton did go crazy on attack on
No,
fractures.
I'm
so
excited
I
to see how this works.
wonder if that was a map diff, or we're gonna see the same type of behavior here.
We have yet to see a timeout, though.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody's taking their time out last half, but nobody really had any crazy momentum that the other team wanted to interrupt.
That
There
is
wasn't any
completely
really-
fair.
There wasn't any real like disadvantage that either team was put at, so.
That's pretty.
Oh, she made a little face. I
A
do
little
that.
face.
I do that.
I do the heart. I have the long
Yo.
what's it called? Shoot.
Was
no.
it Sovereign?
I have the ruination sword.
Ooh, nice.
So I do the heart.
Oh.
It's so fun.
My boyfriend has the Reaver Karambit. Do you know you can spell feet with that knife?
What?
On the wall. You can write the word feet with it.
No way.
So sometimes I'll play on his account just for the skins, and I'll go into like Swift Air and Raider or something, you know, feet on the wall at the beginning of every match, and I'll do the little eyeball ping that's like watching here, and then everybody will look over and they'll be like, why does it say feet on the wall? Like, you're weird. What is happening?
Oh, well, looks like Carleton is playing a little slow.
Yeah,
Holding
they're
back.
taking a read, I think, on ECSE's defense strategy.
Well, Jet was able to get a pick. Got their Viper.
Yeah, she put a lot of pings too. They baited him off of A and then pushed. Why?
Why are they leaving? Why is UCSD leaving the side? like, we want high ground. We
Yeah.
don't want
We
site,
want to go
want site.
rafters. We don't want site. We don't want space. We want rafters.
Is
That's
so hard
all
to
we
hold
want.
if if oh, I guess Jet's holding it, but the head coach is kind of weird.
Yeah. Ooh, the frenzy play.
Oh,
Nope.
and Carleton wins
Yikes.
it.
Yeah. I don't. UCC gave up sight
Yeah,
so quickly. They were like, I don't wanna.
Rafters.
I don't wanna.
Rafters, first priority, rafters.
That was so funny.
I was like, where the heck are they going? They got a pick on A and they're moving
Yeah,
away.
I don't. What? You're not playing default on attack right now. You're trying to defend sight. Like, don't play off of a pick like this with the egg.
That was interesting.
That is-
Now they're 4 stacking. Hey.
But it looks like Carleton's gonna go in, so it might pay off.
Yeah, no kidding.
They have 3 still sitting in spawn.
UCSD likes to save their second round. Really, buying would be too bad.
Well, they like to save their second round because they lose their first one.
Fair.
But yeah, Carleton. I think I saw like 3 bulldogs. So. What? Rotated? There's 2 going at B, but Spike is going A. And there's 3.
Be a sneaky plant.
Maybe.
B.
Well, Spike is on A.
Oh, it is on A.
So I'm not sure what the. Maybe
I
a
don't know.
flank.
It's on her. Oh, it was. I thought it was on.
I think he's on the wall right now.
Oh.
So it was probably. Ooh!
Well, Carleton was able to pull 2 out of that.
Yeah, that was a lot of trades.
That was a lot.
Back-to-back trades.
No kidding.
And now it's a 3v1 there for Gage. She's gonna. Yeah.
Yep, Jet pulls it.
Yeah, they just had him sitting in spawn waiting for the rotate.
Carleton, they bring it back for attacker. They
They do.
They put their foot down for defender.
Yeah.
Get a couple rounds in, and they just blow through the attacking
Yeah.
side.
They're really strong on attack.
No way. That's so crazy. I mean, to be honest, Icebox is kind of attack-sided because there's so many avenues to take to site.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
It
not,
really depends, actually.
It's not as attacker-sided as I think some other maps are, but I can see what you're saying. Especially because there's only really one you can go. Well, there's 2 for B, but 1 for A, where you can push on site and attack. But I think it's equal. I don't know. I think it's really balanced. I think Carleton's just proving to be stronger on attack.
Getting mid control is kind of essential.
Ooh, pushing out that Viper wall is
A little risky.
a little risky. But neither team, I guess, yeah. UCC has sight basically.
Oh,
Ooh, spike down.
Spike down.
She's gonna
One
nade that.
enemy
Make sure nobody
remains.
can go pick it up. Yikes!
man.
Great round for UCSD.
Yeah. I think they realized, like, hey, we can't let
Yeah.
Carleton push
Yeah.
through
Like,
on the attacker side. We need
we
to slow
need
him
sight.
down.
I don't care about Raptors anymore. We
No.
need sight.
We need sight so bad. Viper wall on A.
Yeah, Viper should. Neither of them are doing the Viper wall that I usually do.
Into the
Xbox, which I
unknown.
don't know. Maybe I'm just not as good.
Wow.
Well, I mean, maybe. Definitely, I'm not as good. Which is interesting. Ooh. Little cheeky A push. Is Spike on the? Yeah, Spike's down.
Viper's like, I'll go ping.
They just why?
I think some of
They
them
just
drops
lose
it
their
because they don't
places.
want it. And
Yeah,
then they just
fair.
forget to pick it up.
It's just so funny. That was funny. Just see the so much chalk dart and then she like sidesteps. I love Valorant.
The mannerisms are so funny.
Oh my goodness. Playing Carleton's Definitely playing a little slower. Just kind of waiting for some more contact before we really push out on site. 5v5, I really want these numbers, and that was rough. Peeking out to see 4.
Right.
Good pick from Jet. Good too.
Spike down A.
She's gonna get
Great.
through. Ooh,
Oh no.
nice try there, but it's a
2v1.
1v2.
30
And
seconds left.
they're all on
Viper's got
site, really.
Enemy remains.
Nice.
Oh, but doesn't
Ooh.
realize the second one's there.
Yeah.
Trade.
Well, because it's interesting because when you have a, like, why? When it's a
She
2v1,
turned
they're
around
playing
so
together
fast.
and they, like, both teams, I think, have done this where it'll be a 2v1 in their favor, and they'll have both of their players peek from the same angle where they could play off numbers. It will be a little slower, but if you play off numbers, you peek the same. You double peek them from 2 different angles, and they're stuck. So it's been really interesting because I've seen both teams do that when they have the numbers advantage and they choose to play together, especially in a 2v1. Like that's. I understand if it's like a 2v4 or something. Definitely you want your 2 to play together, but if it's 2v1, you really want to spice it up a little bit. Like something.
I think they might be trying to see if they're get some
Yeah.
contact and then rotate.
Yeah, so the
Depending.
spike doesn't get stuck somewhere. That's actually a good call.
If they get sight, then the people that are rotating will pick up spike and play.
Yeah.
While
That
the-
way, yeah,
the
because that way they
people
have
who-
sight before spike gets there, so it's not dropped, and then
Yeah.
the defenders have spawn, and that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it looks like they've made some contact A, and then I
Yeah,
think we're gonna.
Sage is
Yeah, they're gonna start
making
pushing B now.
noise.
Because now that they made noise on A, UCSD's rotating over,
Picked up
and
spike.
they've got
KJ's
spike
watching
going
mid.
B.
Watching mid for Sage to cross. Starts to push. Perfect activation, but she
Yeah.
does
30
not
seconds
watch
left.
mid properly. That was
That's
so
alright.
unfortunate.
It's a good pick from Sova.
You're able to get the plane.
Smoking
Tons
out
of
the teammate.
smokes. Tons of smokes going up for Sova. I did not. He ended up dying. Unfortunately.
Gee. So much info there.
Oh no, Molly.
No, she's gonna get it halfway.
No, he's gonna die.
She did. She stuck it halfway though.
Yeah.
So if there was just another person there to get it the other half, they honestly that could have gone really well. Because there's no way that she survives the molly for an entire diffuse. But
Yeah.
she got a half.
They just got ult. Let's see if she can use it. They're gonna do the spike drop thing again? Yep.
It's honestly, I didn't understand it, but it actually makes a lot of sense, and it's really smart that they do that. Especially, it's a little face. Especially with the way that they play, like they really go for info
Yeah, they're
before they start pushing
defaulting.
anywhere. So leaving spike there so it doesn't get stuck somewhere. It's honestly really smart.
Yeah, they're defaulting to see which side has the most pressure now that they're tied up. See where they can get a pick. Sage and Sage.
Ooh,
Oh.
she's
no.
pushed out so far.
And the other Sage has no idea, and their Sage is telling them, "Oh yeah, I'm not seeing anything on A." Turns the corner, Sage. She pulls it with the frenzy, picks 2 off. Their Sage is probably like, "I
Yeah.
am so sorry.
And
I did not expect that."
No, they
She's
rotated, they
able to
throw
get
down
one of them up
the
though.
KJ ult to keep them off site, especially like you get 2 picks, you know that they're all
Oh,
rotating,
Viper
so
going for the flank.
they get sight pretty easy. Honestly, I think it'd be really funny if one of them just sat in that corner where they couldn't get to. But yeah, not.
I'm glad that the other teammate is planting instead of Viper, because when
Yeah.
Viper is ulting and planting at the same time, it's kind of
Very
sucks.
dangerous. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh!
Horror game.
Sova pulling out the headshot with the sheriff, trying to find the Viper. Oh,
Ooh.
finds her.
And she gets her.
And
another-
they
yeah.
bring it back to tied again.
Dang.
For like the 8th time, 5th, 6th.
I know, this
I've
is-
lost count.
It's just tie after tie.
These two teams are really close at keeping each other in their toes. Shake the head.
Level heads and
It's
build a home,
amazing.
yes?
KJ's. Yeah, UCC's KJ only needs one more ult point, and then she's ult. She's gonna be really clutch. But UCC has 3 ults right now. Carleton only has just so ult, so we might see a little bit of a post plant play. But it looks like they're not leaving Spike in spawn. It looks like we're gonna see a harder A push. Yeah, I know. Silvadart isn't tagging anybody, so. Oh,
Well,
that's
the drone.
Silvadart.
Oh, that raise molly,
Silvadart is
though.
awesome. And UCC rotating very slowly. If you can even ball that a
Oh,
rotate.
Vipers.
There's only 2
flanking.
on site, and with this harder push, this looks very good from Carleton, especially like
It's a
they-
4v5 though.
yeah.
Sage just sitting.
They're holding site really well, actually. There's a little bit
Yeah,
of a
Carleton's on a save round.
playing it very safe. Well, they're saving, but she's a vandal.
Yeah, Sage is the only one
Which
who's
is
got a vandal because
interesting.
she was able to.
Interesting
To
that she
forge.
bought.
Ooh,
Ooh, that Viper wall covered her.
That almost hit the Viper.
Down A.
That Viper wall
Brought it
covered
back
her
to
completely.
2v2.
That was
KJ's
fun.
finally rotating.
Yeah, and they have
Wall.
sight again, pushing from the same spot. In a 2v2, that's really what you want to do, though.
You need to watch cross if anything.
They're gonna play together off, which is interesting. I wonder if Viper has lineups for mollies, maybe.
She's using her bot to. Oh,
Ooh,
was trying to use her bot to shield some bullets, but
yeah, with a
didn't work.
yeah,
out, so
that Viper wall's in the way.
Sage wasn't able to. Viper playing for
We'll
mollies.
see. She threw another molly down. This is just yeah. She played for lineups. She gonna stay? She gonna molly. Ooh,
Nice.
nice. Yeah, that was a really good. That was a really good save.
That was a good save.
That
Able
was
to make it out of there.
That was an awesome save.
Play for
by
lineups.
Carleton.
Those are really good.
Now it's 10-9, so still no real lead.
A little different than it was last game, so.
Yeah, Carleton has surprisingly not been as strong on attack here as they were on Fracture because they rolled on attack on Fracture, and now it's still pretty even.
I think UCSD realized that and tried to play it a little differently.
Which honestly, that's good. We might see a game 3 scenario, perhaps. Especially with UCC learning a little bit now about Carleton's playstyle and how to counter it a little bit. Definitely doing better on defense than they were last map. But Carleton went back
I
to
don't
their
think
info.
the Viper
play.
realized KJ went up, up the rip. Oh,
Oh!
she's confused where that came from.
Yeah. That was funny.
Who shot her? Sage finally will pick up Spike.
Yeah, looks like they're gonna push B with UCC a little bit scattered, but they're definitely not too far.
KJ was able to pick off the raise.
30 seconds left.
Getting the plant with
There,
only 30
KJ's
seconds
gonna
left.
Spike
Ooh,
planted.
Sova ult burn out. Just interesting time to ult, perhaps, but
Perhaps. No worse for. Oh, she gets that. Oh,
Hey!
3v2.
they playing post? Oh yeah, they might play post again, especially with the Sova ult. If she can just stay alive until they stick it, I wonder if
Now they're gonna pull off and save,
yeah,
which isn't
honestly
that bad either.
Yeah, especially when they can see that Sova has ult here. It's probably the best. Probably the best.
There's no point if they're just gonna
Yeah.
use solo ult.
With this little time left and with the Sova ult, it's not really.
Timeout.
Oh yeah. So UCSD taking their first and only timeout of the half now. It's the first timeout we've seen this game. But I wonder how we're going to see their strategy change. It's now 11-9 in favor of Carleton, which is not a huge difference in score, but probably a little too close than UCSD is comfortable with.
No kidding,
Which is probably why they're calling for the timeout. But they are definitely doing a little bit better than they were on Fracture on defense, but has not been enough so far.
It's been better than their first attempt, but it's not enough.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely why they called the timeout, but I wonder how we're going to see their strategy change. What are these noises?
Good question.
They're in a timeout. I'm hearing like Sova shock darts or something like what. But yeah, I wonder if we'll see some harder pushes. Definitely, I am hoping not giving up sight as quickly. Playing a little bit more aggressively, perhaps. Yeah. We'll see how things change after the timeout.
Dropping off Spike again.
Yeah.
Seeing what they can do.
You know, they dropped it by A, so it looks like maybe they're committing a little bit harder.
Might be. She's waiting for that
Oh,
Sova
yeah.
dart.
Yeah, she grabbed Spike. 3 still sitting in spawn. We saw this play out earlier where they had just a couple push up A main, and then 3 were sitting in spawn waiting for the rotate in the flank, and that worked out really well in their favor, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, it's because they pushed through spawn.
Yeah.
They pushed their spawn so hard when they were playing a save round. Viper. Sova a little bit, and Jet. AJ's slowly watching the flank, but gonna join back up with the team. Yeah, she's gonna.
It looks like Sova dart going out.
Oh,
Ooh,
it's a
that
pick.
was
Jet was able to
quick.
start the attack.
Ooh.
Does not. But
So
Sova
gets a trade, yeah.
gets
And
revived.
She's
She's back in the game.
res. And now it's a 3v5. UCSD Navy, they're not even on site. They get another res, so now it's a 4v5. But they're not even on site yet. Carleton has site completely.
They're
And
really
UCSD
backing off.
throwing down that KJ ult to push him off, hoping to get the defuse here.
Yeah. Carleton backed off a site really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're playing for post.
Especially with that
Sova ult.
Sova ult. This could be really good.
2 players detained.
Now it's a 2v4 now.
Yeah, looks like Carleton's gonna.
Carleton's been pushed back
win
pretty
this
far,
one.
but UCSD doesn't
Yeah, they're gonna
have the confidence
they're
to
gonna
defuse
save
right
again.
now. Yeah. Yeah, and they all managed to save their guns. That's good. And now it's match point, 12-9 in favor of Carleton. So UCSD's gonna have to pick up the pace a little bit and turn up the heat. I think a little bit on this. That KJ ult was good, but they did not push off of it very hard. And honestly, I think
Needed to get on the site more before planting that thing down.
yeah. Well, because the KJ ult pushes them off, but then they were like reasonably afraid of the Sova ult, but then don't throw your KJ down if you're gonna try and defuse. Yeah, it's interesting. Very slow pushing, and it looks like that's a very interesting Viper ult.
Yeah,
On
she's there with
B-main.
a stinger too.
Yeah. Which honestly, like a good place to be sat with a stinger, especially in the Viper ult, but it's definitely an interesting use of the ult.
She backed away from the Sova dart.
Yeah, and they're
or
just gonna
the
spray
drone.
through that. And making all this noise, yeah, they're gonna they're gonna
Rotate.
rotate back on A, but
Well,
a lot of
UCSD is
UCSD
pushing
Navy's-
far up
Yeah.
to
And
that.
she runs away and she walls.
She pushed him
watch
They
Raptors now
don't
that wall
realize.
is down.
I don't think they know. Sage, and they get
Yeah.
the Sova.
They take them both out, and now
3v2.
they have
You should run.
Feeling Eddie.
yeah with that KJ ult they're gonna get sight pretty quick because UCSD's KJ's running away. We've got one on the flank. Viper is flanking.
She gets one.
Nice. Good pick.
Guardian
There's
next to her, but I don't think she
yeah,
wants to pick
Guardian.
that up.
Not the biggest fan. I'll respect this decision, and she gets a
the
Vandal. That's good, especially from Raptors. Like,
Last
she's
player standing.
does she get this pick here?
Oh.
No.
Remaining.
And now it's KJ v KJ. See, there are
KJ
no ults in play now. You're gonna throw that Molly down. She's gonna stick it, and she gets
No.
taken out. And that is game 2
Attackers win.
for Carleton.
And they win
Yep.
this match.
They win this matchup 2-0. Unfortunate for UCSD. They just really weren't able to adapt as much and as quickly to Carleton's play style as they needed to, I think.
They're able to adapt to Carleton's defense, just not their
Just
attack.
not their attacking, because Carleton's attack is, like, they proved that it was so strong on Fracture, and then UCSD picked up a little bit of the pace on Icebox, but they just were not
Wasn't
able.
enough.
Yeah. It was not enough, unfortunately, but just really good attack
was
from
crazy.
Carleton. Like,
It was
as
really close.
sad as it was to watch UCC just not be able to pick up the pace on some of those plays, Carleton did really well. So,
Yeah, some of those plays were really, really close, and it was never at all one-sided.
yeah, no. It was
Never.
so back and forth for like all of the games, and
Yeah.
it's just like at the very end or in the second half, like it's Carleton just gets that edge a little bit, and
Mhm.
UCC just cannot interrupt that momentum as much as they need to, or change up their
I
play style as
think-
much as they need to, and it's just really unfortunate. But Carleton did really well.
I think UCSD realizes that they can't be really aggressive with Carleton,
Yeah.
and it really takes them back. And
Yeah, because it's what they need to do, and so it really just is unfortunate that they're not able to kind of back that up with the execution, because the plays that they need to make against Carleton are so much more aggressive than I think what they're able to or what they've practiced most to do, and so it's just really unfortunate watching that.
Well, thank you all for watching.
Yep.
Be sure to come in for our upcoming streams
Oh yeah.
for next week.
I will be here next week. I think Mike is going to be back with
Yes.
us next week, so I'm super excited.
On the 9th.
Same time, same place, same me. Different hair this week, but it'll be the same next week, so it'll be fine. But yeah, that was our first ever week 2 Valorant Purple Rain GC Esports Purple Rain Valorant series. First ever week 2,
First
presented by Rockstar. Thank you so much for your support. We cannot do this without you. And thanks so much to the teams that are participating. So much to UCSD and Carleton tonight. But yeah, I'm super excited for next week. Super fun games so far, and we'll be back next week with the game and our week 2 standings. So stay
excited.
tuned for that.
Catch you guys later.
Thank you. Bye.